All right. Hello, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. This is going to be your full moon forecast for Taurus, or in the moon sign of Taurus. So let's get right to it. So we have this beautiful full moon in Taurus on Friday, which is tomorrow, November 15th. This is going to take place about 4:28 p.m. Eastern. I put daylight time, but we're back in standard time. That's my mistake. My state doesn't do daylight savings, so you could understand my confusion here. This is a super moon and a beaver moon, or a frost moon, as some call it. The beaver moon refers to a time when people set traps before the waters would freeze. It's a time to prepare the home for the winter season ahead. Now, this full moon is a very Venus-infused moon, and it happens to fall on Venus Day, which is tomorrow, Friday. And it's doubly powerful for conjuring money and love, as the moon is at her highest strength that evening. There is a strong feminine energy with this moon phase, and Taurus is steady, strong, stubborn, and hardworking. It rules banking, finance, wealth, beauty, massage, aesthetics, and music, especially singing, because singing rules the throat. And if you know anything about the astromedi world, Taurus does rule ears, nose, and throat. On a more negative aspect, there could be stress imposed on the economy due to the political energy still. The stock markets and crypto markets are on fire, and that is solely due to a pro-crypto president-elect, Donald Trump. Now, this does not mean people aren't feeling it. As tariffs begin next year, many will have to sacrifice in order to pay for goods. So better stock up now on all kinds of different things. Adios to your Christmas bonuses and other fringe benefits. And don't forget, Uranus is still in Taurus until July 7th, 2025. I think it shifts on the 8th, so through July 7th. This placement will forever change the way we bank, handle, and exchange money with a 24/7 business day. Crypto markets never close, unlike the stock markets. Now, Venus, the goddess of security and money, is going to produce setbacks, like I said in the last sentence, with banks and the economy, goods, services, and commodities. Now, those who invested in precious metals, real estate, and crypto, we will not feel the pain as much as those who couldn't invest or just chose not to. And I'm going to say this on a side note. It's not in my forecast. I had a lot of people in my circles laughing at me 5 years ago when I started investing in Bitcoin. And they laughed and they laughed and they laughed. Well, I'll be laughing all the way to the bank, bitches. So there's that. Always remember, I'm sorry, I turned into a jerk for a minute there. I apologize. Always remember that Taurus full moons do take on a plutonic energy as Scorpio's polar opposite. Drama always comes with money, finances, even CIA, FBI, Russian news. A literal death, rebirth, and transformation of the monetary system on a global level will be ahead, especially in 2025 and beyond. Once Uranus moves into Gemini on July 8th, 2025, this will be the first phase of a new digital currency and groundbreaking advances in technologies, media, and globally. This will take place. And I'll explain more of that in January of 2025, but especially for my Patreons. Now, Saturn in Pisces turns direct on November 15th, so tomorrow. And for some, challenges have been overcome, and for others, they have just begun. The day after the full moon on November 16th, The sun in Scorpio opposes Uranus in Taurus, and this full moon may be blissful for some, but chaos hits the next day, and everyone is fighting, agitated, impatient, and no one can get along. So steer clear of people for a few days. That's my best advice here. On November 18th, Mercury goes retrograde in Sagittarius in ancient astrology, and in modern astrology, it begins on the 25th. Wherever this hits by house and sign, prepare for situations involving courts, laws, religion, justice, the animal kingdom as well, and the indigenous world. This can be where half truths are told or old issues come to light. Sagittarius is the truth seeker of the zodiac, and when retrograde, it brings all issues stated above to the forefront, including religion, such as the Pope and the Vatican news and things like that. It will be all the fixed signs, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius, and earth signs, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus, that feel this energy strongly, and all souls born with a sun, moon, ascendant, natal, hidden dragon in dragon head or tail in Taurus will all feel this energy the strongest. The earth signs will be the ones tested at this time. So just be prepared for that. All my Virgos, Tauruses, and Capricorns. I highly recommend you enjoy the Friday full moon festivities that are coming tomorrow. And happiness, because there's this abrupt shift of energy the next day. So you can watch the news to see it all unfold. Now, my Tauruses, I have a little forecast for you. This is your full moon, and the changes made these next few weeks will overflow into 2025. You receive this moon right on your first house of self, soul's purpose in life. This is appearances and beginnings. Plan, research, and make your move in the next new moon, which revolves around investments, legacy, and joint finances. Be aware of the Sun in Scorpio opposing Uranus in Taurus on the 16th. This could create petty and strange arguments, either within a marriage or a partnership, or even in a business partnership sector. This is the sector of your seventh house. Give yourself some much needed self-care as well. Paint your nails, color your hair, or give yourself a home facial or take a bubble bath. You do want to steer clear of salons and day spas until the new moon. You never, ever, 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 I'm repeating myself over and over again, go to the hair salon, go to a Medi Spa and get Botox or any kind of treatments once the moon starts waning in Taurus, which will be right after the full moon. It starts waning. You want to stick to home remedies and things like that. You will leave the hair salon pissed off and unhappy. Trust me. Especially with a Mercury going retrograde. Communication, you'll not get what you want. These next few weeks will have their highs and their lows. The high is the stock markets and crypto markets are booming. And this, like I said, usually do happen when a Republican gets elected. And once again, I reiterate this, especially one who is in favor of crypto. He is on board with crypto. And that's why you're seeing such a boom. The Democrats were not on board with crypto. And there's that. I do expect the crypto markets to stay very, very bullish, especially throughout 2025. There'll be their highs and their lows, of course, like anything, but I'm wishing the best of luck to those who have invested. One thing I am not is a political analyst, and even Nostradamus got this election wrong. In his book, Les Prophéties, he states a new family comes in. Could that mean J.D. Vance? I did say Capricorn and Pluto would go out like a lion. And it is. As you can see, the Conservative Party has taken, as far as I know there's some, the Senate is still up for grabs, but they've pretty much taken all three branches of the government. However, once Pluto moves into Aquarius on November 18th, the revolution begins and America faces some very harsh realities. And I'm not going political here. I'm not saying one is better than the other. For women's rights, absolutely, the other choice was much better. But I think the United States is going to have to experience minefield times, and we are going into them, especially with Saturn moving into Aries a little later this year in 2025. I'll explain more of that at a later date. My Patreons will get that before the general public. But on a more positive note here, Thanksgiving does fall in a Mercury retrograde. So it is best to steer clear of topics such as religion or politics. There is a very nice trine between the Sun in Sagittarius and Mars in Leo that week. I believe it's on the 27th and Thanksgiving's on the 28th, making conversation a little fiery, upbeat, and generally happy. Just keep communication open, understandable, and always remember light-hearted. Don't go down that rabbit hole of politics or religion, and you should be just fine. And I'm wishing all of you a wonderful full moon. I will be doing a money ritual spell. This is for the High Priestess and the Wheel of Fortune tiers on Patreon. I'm probably going to do it later tonight. But to all of you in the general public, I am wishing you a wonderful full moon ahead. Enjoy, because the 16th, 17th, it gets a bit funky, okay? The energy is a little off those next few days, but enjoy the Friday energy, the Venus day, and I will talk to all of you very, very soon. Blessings, and have a wonderful full moon. Bye-bye.